want to say a couple things about him without stepping on AT's introduction. His role will be to introduce Kevin Wilson. I'm so glad that he is on our team. I'm so glad that he is on my team. I'm so glad that we are in the foxhole together, because he is an outstanding football coach and an outstanding man. For him to come to Indiana University and build the program back up in the right way, getting us on the launching pad of where we want to go, has been a great thing to watch. And I think most of you know and can see that Kevin's toughness, which is one of the things that attracted me to him, is apparent. And his genius as a football coach, and especially as an offensive mind, is obvious. But I think sometimes something that's less than obvious is what an amazing heart Kevin has. He has never once come to me to ask for anything for himself. For his players, all the time, and most of the time they don't know he's done that. For his assistant coaches, for his staff, you know, all the time, but never anything for himself. And I have noticed that as the program has matured and he's into, you know, additional years, the kids come back that played for him and say, "Coach, now I know what you were trying to communicate to me. Now I know why you challenged me in that way. I wish I could come back and put the uniform on again and play for you." So talk is cheap, but I voted with my feet on this one and have given Kevin, as you know, a 6-year contract. Not as an reward for us having arrived. He'd be the first one to say we're not where we want to be, but clearly that the building is in place and Kevin has put us in a place to be successful for Indiana football. So even though I don't get to introduce you, Kevin, I want to thank you and thank you for being here. Appreciate it very much.
Our head football coach.
Hey, thanks. We got 3 players to introduce. First, I got my lovely bride Angie here. Hey. And right now, the big thing in college sports, one of the big topics for these guys, and these guys can talk a lot about a lot of things we do with time demands and keeping their daily schedule, but I've got my 5 kids over there and they have no time demands. They got me all day, every day. So you think you got it rough, they got it all the time. So my 5 kids are over here. So the Wilson 5, 2 of them are now NIU. Elena will be a junior. Mackenzie will be a freshman. So I got 2 IU guys coming knocking it out the park here. All right, so 2 Hoosiers to beat. I think we're going to have to recruit the oldest son here. He's looking outside the state or something. He keeps telling Mr. Glass. We have to put a package together to work on him or something. I don't know what his deal is right now. Oh, yeah. Our team sets up reasonably strong. Got a lot of guys back. We have depth. We're talking 4 fifth-year seniors. We've got Wes Martin and Brandon Knight playing as young freshmen, sophomores, maybe as gifted as any of our older veteran players. We're going to need the tight end position to step up. Danny Friends from Morris, Illinois, right down on the south side, weighing 267, 68 pounds right now. So we have a big presence there. Jordan Fuchs is returning. Ian Thomas, a junior college tight end in the mix at about 245, very athletic guy. We'll need that tight end position to be solid, and we'll need quarterback position to be solid. I saw the other day someone had asked the media guys, hey, ask Coach Wilson about quarterback. And so I asked the offensive staff, and the offensive staff has decided we do want to use a quarterback this year, and we will play with one. We promise. We will. Now, we've only led the league 3 out of the last 4 years in passing, and we've done it with a bunch of different guys. Fortunately, the quarterback's going to have not only a good system and hopefully be reasonably well coached, he's going to be surrounded with some great players. You can't run offense if you can't block it, whether it be run game, pass game. Last year, we were the 4th offense in college football history to have a 3,500-yard passer, 2,000-yard rushers, and a 1,000-yard receiver. And that's the 4th time that's happened in college ball. Sidebar to that, one of the times it happened, it didn't happen when I was coaching in Oklahoma, so we know how to package what we can block. And every time we do something, we build our game on being tackle-friendly and quarterback-friendly. So the offense will be okay. Defense is where we got, to me, Marcus will tell you this, and I think Dan will. Our offense probably isn't as talented as it's played, and our defense is not as poorly talented as played. We've got players on defense. And I think Coach Allen's coming in just creating a positive culture and a standard, and he's not budging from it, and we'll see if we can maintain that. We also bring Griffin Oakes back, who's the Big Ten Kicker of the Year. We have a huge tragedy here with the young man from Nebraska and Michigan State, where two kids killed in a couple of days coming back from a camp. So our prayers go out to those communities, but we lose our punter. We do have a big leg coming back. We'll see how they go. I think we have the best punt snapper in the Big Ten, and Dan Gottsel. Mitchell Page, honorable mention returner. So I think we're going to set up reasonably well in kicking. We have more depth, more experience. We have every secondary player back from a year ago, every linebacker back from a year ago, every receiver back from a year ago. Very talented guy, Camion Patrick, who is coming off a knee injury, but it's ahead of schedule. And I think as we get into, I noticed we go to Twitter right here. See that right there? So I'll just hold that one to tomorrow. There you go. Coaches observe. You see that peripheral vision right there? You caught that real quick? So now that you know, now Camion's on track, and he should be actually ready by the start of Big Ten season. But you don't know. You might have a snag, but he is well on track. So we'll see how that goes and address. Our team's pretty healthy. We're in great academic standing. Our guys.
1, 2, you know what to do.